What's up, guys? This is James. Thanks for your continued support of us here at the Menards Club here on YouTube.com. Before we get into the video, I'd like to take a moment to introduce my new Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/Skabamba. Give us a follow over there and join us for live streams of meta, rogue, and homebrew decks. We'll have the link in the video description below. Thanks for checking us out, and enjoy the video! Hey, what's good, guys? This is James. You haven't seen my face on the channel in a while. You've probably seen me flicking cards on the gameplays and the locals gameplays and whatnot, but you haven't seen my face in a while. Probably not since the last one of these I did, or at least maybe the last tier list we did, but just wanted to kind of round out the year, show off our favorite cards from the year that came out. There's been a lot of bangers this year. We did one of these last year as well, and it was kind of fun to look back on those and see kind of how far the game's come in just such a short amount of time. It felt like some of these cards have been out way longer, but they've actually only been out since last January. So without further ado, let's get into this slideshow showing off what my favorite cards were that came out in 2021. Thanks for sticking with us throughout the year. Any new subscribers who came to us, big shout outs to you guys, and of course all of our old heads that have stuck with us since the beginning. We're going to make this an awesome year on the channel, and I'm excited to see what the game has in store for us. So let's get right into this. This is going to be my top 5-ish cards of 2021. So number 6 or 5, whatever this is going to be Android 17 and Android 18. Siblings Revived. These guys came out in the Battle Evolution set in March 26th, 2021. And they were super rare. I remember these guys were pre-ordering for like $20, $25 a copy or something, and I almost bought them at that much because I was so excited when the spoiler for this card dropped. They just look awesome. They're so fun to play. They're kind of our de facto replacement for the Android 21 that got banned, the 8-drop one, which was obscenely broken. Like, I play Android 21 a decent amount. I play Blue-Green Androids a lot. But I can't defend that card. It's a stupid card. This card's a lot more balanced, but it's also incredibly broken, too, if you ever get to drop it. It's the most fun battle card to play in the game, in my opinion. I just kind of shoehorn it into my Android 16 deck, even when it's not, like, the best choice. I love this card to death. It's so fun. Clearing the board, getting to rip cards out of their hand. Super cool card. Plus, again, it's got the twins on it. My homies. I love them. So that's going to be my first card here for the came out in 2021. Next up, Android 17 Mechanical Charity. He came out in set 14, and he was a common, and he's just a vanilla super combo. All he does is if your life's at 4 or less, you draw a card. But I love this heckin' card because it fixed a ton of issues the set 13 vanilla Android deck had, which is probably one of my favorite decks that came out this year. And this is my kind of my pick for that deck to kind of represent that deck. Because before that, the deck didn't have a tutorable super combo, and it had no way to really draw into the super combo because everything in the deck just drew androids of cost like 3 or less, or the leader at least could grab an android of any cost. But you had no way to really guarantee finding your super combos, whereas with the release of this and the set afterward, it really helped make that strategy a lot more cohesive and powerful. So I love this card to death. It makes me so happy every time I tutor him out of my top 5 with Android 16. Honorary mention here to Super 17 Sibling Absorbed. It's a super cool card. It's really fun. It's a tutorable secret rare in that deck, but the tutorable 1 of isn't nearly as impactful as the tutorable 4 of, especially since it's a super combo. So, I had to give it the shout out to my boy, the vanilla super combo. But, I really like Super 17 as well. I've been shoehorning him into all of my yellow decks because he's a cool Android card. The art's sweet. Yeah, he's just a cool card. I like him. All right, next up we've got Piano Reign of Terror. This card is representing King Piccolo, which I played at US Nats this year, which you can find the deck profile for that on the channel if you're interested. I did get a 6-2 finish with that, which was really cool. This guy came out in set 12. He was a rare, and that set 12 came out back in January 15th, 2021, so almost a year ago. We got this deck, and I felt like this deck had been out longer, but it hasn't. It's been through so many like nerfs and buffs too. It's kind of crazy. I've got to give my shout outs to. There's a lot of cards that could have gone in this slot. It couldn't have been New Ruler because that came out the year before in the draft box, I think. But it could have been Piccolo Jr., Unison, but I really wanted to give it a shout out to my boy Billy Joel, the Piano Man. Shout outs to Ben from Scatter Report. He sat through so many grueling games of testing with this for Nats, and the games are so much better when you start with piano and play. It's so much fun to just get the value on both players' turns. Combo, draw. Super cool. And I felt like piano was more representative of the King Piccolo deck, whereas Piccolo Junior Unison is like it's a really stupid card, and it's really good for the King Piccolo deck, but it just doesn't. It goes in every red deck, so it's not really representative of that deck specifically. And I don't really like picking leaders for this kind of thing because the if I just picked my favorite leaders, I'd just do my favorite leaders. But I'm trying to do like individual cards and why I like them. So yeah, Piano is definitely my favorite card in the King Piccolo deck because when he's in play, it's like night and day. It's great. Honorary mention to Son Goku Divine Presence. He's a super rare from set 14, which came out back in August, and this guy's really good in King Piccolo, but he's really good in a lot of red decks. I was going to have a really hard time picking a Saiyan over a cool little Demon Clan boy, though, so I couldn't really pick him as my top choice, but he was a really big buff to that deck and really helped his performance for me, especially after the nerf on the limited list for two of his key pieces being Drum and New Ruler. And yeah, Divine Presence is just really strong in like basically every red deck, but I feel like King Piccolo abuses him some of the best, I think. So that's going to be my number... what is this, number 3 pick? I'm not really keeping track. That's going to be my next one, though. All right, next up, we've got The Power of a Super Saiyan. Came out in set 13. It was an SR, and set 13 was released in May 21st, 2021. This is a beautiful card. I've probably cast this card the most out of any card this year. Total. Like, it just goes in so many decks. It goes in so many styles of decks that I like to play, specifically bad Android decks. Like, it goes in all the bad yellow Android decks, but also it goes in good decks too. So that helps a lot. When I actually want to win, you can play that card. I had to pick the one with the Android 19 on it because, he's kind of a derpy clown man, but, it's better than just looking at Vegeta's face, I think. No shade to Vegeta's Saiyan army, but, this card is just so good. It does so many things. It draws, at the very least, it's just like an upstart goblin. Like, it just draws you one for free. Like, it's awesome. I love this card. There's not much to say about it, though. It's the power of a Super Saiyan. It won Nationals. Come on. Great card. And my number 1 pick, it's the lady herself, the girl, the Apple Girl, Supreme Kai of Time, Spacetime Unraveller, Secret Rare, from set 12, came out in January 2021. This card has won me so many games. It's stupid how many games this card specifically has won me that no other card would. If you have looked at any of my deck profiles on the channel, probably half or more, maybe 60% of them use her as the secret rare just because she's so freaking good. The only card that's come out recently to rival it would be the Pan Secret Rare, which I'm starting to kind of get pilled on that one a little bit more. But, Supreme Kai of Time is still obscenely strong. Being able to wipe unisons, shut down unison attacks, specifically just wiping the unisons. Like, board clear isn't the hardest thing, but, like, wiping a unison along with their whole board, or just being a 40k beater for one, obscenely strong. She's been my girl all year. So many wins. Everyone at Locals says I always just have her in my hand, at all times. And, she is kind of my card spirit in that sense. She's my winged Karibo. She's always there. She's always got my back when I need her. So I had to give it to her as my number 1 card. Feels like a bit of a cop out to pick a secret rare as your favorite card because obviously they're going to be obscenely powerful. But she's always been there for me, so I gotta be there for her this one time. So that is going to be a wrap on my favorite cards from the year of our Lord 2021. I'm set 15 is just around the corner. It's looking super cool. I'm really excited to see what is coming out in the rest of that set. Let us know in the comment section what your guys' favorite cards were this year. There were some absurdly good cards that came out this year. It was super hard to narrow down to just this few cards. You saw how many honorable mentions I had. And it didn't even scratch the surface. I didn't even put like a Turles card in here, but both the Turles leaders came out this year. I played a lot of that deck. It was really hard to pick. So Let us know what some of your favorite cards were down in the comments section. Check out my wife's video. It's gonna be going up around the time this one goes up, and it's gonna be breaking down her favorite ones of 2021. And she definitely had a harder time picking than me, and she's gonna have a few more slides. So remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you going through the rest of 2022. Bye.